Oh, welcome everybody to another wonderful episode of the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and I will be your host for today's show right here on Twitter. Chill. Hold up. Wait a minute. Better put some pimp in it. Alright. Before we continue with Twitter Trivia Wednesday, I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a heads up. If you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, you'll notice that there was breaking news that we reported last night, early this morning, more or less. Anywho, what that breaking news clip that I showed of my little cartoon of me, it has to deal with today. Trivia Wednesday, it was a great concept. When it worked absolutely beautiful. But the issue that I had with it was, normally it was supposed to be asking questions before the break, answering them after the break. It didn't always work out that way. I'd forget, come back, talk about it. It just wasn't that one beautiful, perfect thing. I just found that it was a massive fail. Concept is good. Done right was great. My behalf, it wasn't really up to my standards. If it's not up to my standards, then I know for a fact it's not up to yours. Instead, I have decided to get myself more involved into the show. I know. What does he mean, get himself more involved into the show, when he is the host, he produces it, he does everything? And I'm talking about the old me. And you're trying to figure out, what the hell is he talking about, the old me? Well, if you take a look, you have me back in the day, before I had kids, and you have after I have kids. Two totally different people. Not in the bad, but just more the thinkiness. So I decided, well, why not bring back the thoughts that I used to have? And it's kind of dumb Toby thoughts, but instead it was more of dumb Wilbur thoughts. And if you don't know about Wilbur, it was a nickname that Hoyman gave me. It's kind of like my personality, that when I become stupid, Wilbur comes out more. And just, it's hard to explain exactly what I'm trying to kind of talk about. Once I get it figured out, you'll totally understand how everything goes. Before we do that, I would like to talk about a few things. First of all, that I've noticed last night on kind of like the new spectrum. For example, Istanbul is building a 4-phase airport. And it's going to cost $12 billion. Holy crap, $12 billion for an airport. One of the reasons why they decided to build a $12 billion airport with 828 million square feet. Oh, that is going to be huge. But some of the stats coming out of Istanbul, with what they do now, the amount of traffic that they have, creating this airport make sense, as well as a bunch of stuff that they are putting in, like motels that are like out of this world, food courts, entertainment. So it's almost kind of like the West Edmonton Mall or the Mall of America with an airport. I see the pictures. It is absolutely unbelievable. And just thinking that, it's just blowing my mind on the pictures that I see. I recommend going and Googling it. Istanbul, new $12 billion airport. When you do it, you'll be like, yeah, he was actually right. God damn. But you have a $12 billion airport, and with the amount of planes, helicopters, you name it, within this area, could you imagine the pollution that these airplanes give off? If I read it right, they have over 90 million customers every year flying. That is an incredible amount of air traffic. It just astounds me. Like, just crazy. But then you come to Canada, where we don't have the population that they do, the traffic via air that they do. But yet, we're getting a carbon tax put onto us and everything that pollutes the air. For example, vehicles, power, energy, etc., etc. Where our carbon footprint as a country probably is less than this frickin' airport. That's one of the things that kind of blows my mind away. But with this carbon tax, it's kind of leading me to my next segment. Ooh, look at that transition. I'm starting to be a pro. But gas prices have skyrocketed in Canada with this incredibly stupid carbon tax. The averages across Canada from the lowest of $1.19.1 in Alberta to $1.46 in British Columbia. Right now in Saskatchewan, it's about $1.22, $1.23. So it's not really that bad. But still, it is a pain in the ass. And the worst thing is, there has been pictures, there have been videos, there have been things like that in BC where gas is $1.67.9. If you want to know how much it is in gallons, okay, 67.9 times 3.785, that's like $6.40 a gallon in Canadian pricing. That doesn't include the change into the American dollar. How effed is that? It blows me away. It seriously does. I guess that's what you get for getting taxed the living bejeebus out of it. Alright. So, the segment that I have decided to bring upon us is Dumb Wilbur Thoughts. Alright? I have a couple. And hopefully it turns out the way I plan it. And if it does, oh yes, I got a new segment, baby. Alright. So, Dumb Wilbur Thoughts. Why is it called beauty sleep when you wake up as a troll? Let you think about that one. But you never thought about it till now. And I bet you're thinking to yourself, God damn it, this guy is right. So we're going to take a little bit of break, come back, and go from there. You are listening to the Blitz Morning Show. And I will see you right after the break.
You are now in the nervous system. Hold on to the handrails tightly. There are no safety restraints on this ride. Welcome to the party.
And we are back. Quick commercials aren't always that bad. But, alright. This is the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel. I thank you. And before we dive into another bunch of topics we could talk about, let's have another dumb Wilbur thought. Why is an alarm clock going off when it gets turned on? And it's just like some of these things that I want to do, it just makes you double think of certain topics that you kind of overlook. Just like that. All right. Sometime in August of last year, there was a video that was posted, and I got to see it now, but it was baseball-sized hail that was getting hit in Colorado. Holy crap. If I see baseball-sized hail, I'm heading down to the freaking basement because the damage that these things were doing, bouncing off windshields, hoods, the ground, it was probably bouncing like 2-3 feet off the ground as soon as it was hitting it. Hitting it. But, normal hail itself, you're watching it going, ugh, it kind of looks scary. This past weekend, I took a look at my van, and I actually kind of noticed that I have hail damage on it, but, oh well, I'm still going to drive it like I normally do. It doesn't hurt the engine or anything like that. But just imagine the insurance claims. Last year, we had a storm that hit, when it hit like the southern tip of the city of Estevan here in Saskatchewan. And the amount of damage from them, like for those vehicles, were huge. The windshields were damaged, the hoods, the vehicles, they were pelted. They looked worse than a golf ball. That's how much damage they had. And it was weird because it hit like literally south of it. I don't know how to describe it. I seen it coming. I tried getting home, made it home, but it was one of those freakiness incidents that really nobody could ever predict, even though the meteorologists actually predicted it pretty well. That is actually quite interesting. Yeah. If you ever figured out why certain... how to word it. Have you ever figured out why certain people will get passes on certain things where other people who do the exact same thing will get banned and barred? For example, Chris Brown beat up Rihanna. People were saying, boycott him, forget about him. For about half a year, he couldn't sell out concerts. It was kind of falling down out of the hill, but he was still making money through album sales, merchandise, started making a comeback. But people kind of forgot about that. Michael Jackson, they said that he was a child molester. He was still making money. People are saying, boycott this, boycott that. So they can make money. It's not a problem. Then once you get into sports leagues like the NFL, you had Kareem Hunt kick a girl. He was let go Basically, they said his career was over. Surprisingly, they got another shot, or he got another shot. There's another guy who punched out his wife or girlfriend, like punched out, kind of like Mike Tyson in the first round against a rookie, like boom, cold clock out. He still hasn't got a job. So why is it we can have things like this where one person does one thing in a totally different atmosphere, job-wise, and still get paid, where a person does the exact same thing in another job and get basically banned or barred for life? I can never figure crap like that out. Oh, well. I just have dumb thoughts. You'll find out pretty soon what I'm talking about. This is probably going to be something to do in like 20 years. But would you like your next car not to allow you to speed? What I'm trying to say is, like, for example, on the highway, speed limit's 62 miles an hour. You put your foot down, and you hit 62 miles an hour, and it stops. So, of course, you have the computers in your car, GPS, whatever, realizing you're on the highway, and it sends a command to your car saying, do not go faster than 62 miles an hour. Just keep going. So your foot hits the gas, put it to the floor, 62, cuts out, governs, can't go any faster. When I was reading this topic, it was kind of making good points on certain extents, but at the same time, it just kind of baffles me. One of the things that they did mention is talking about like speedometers, speeds. In most spots in the US and Canada, the normal average speed is either 55 miles an hour or 62 miles an hour. But yet our speedometers, the one that's in my van right now, goes up to about 130 miles an hour. Cars, they're starting to push speed limits. Dodge Demons, Hellcat, pushing 900 horsepower. Corvettes, you can still drive it. Vipers, Lamborghinis, totally roadworthy, capable of doing over 200 kilometers an hour or 130 miles an hour. Oh, hell, some of the cars are even capable of hitting 200 miles an hour. And some of these law manufacturers for automobiles are trying to say, let's govern these things out so they don't speed. What is your thoughts about it? Mine, no matter which way we look at it, if these guys work hard enough, it's going to be coming into effect. You're going to have all these new cars that could either not get sold, older vehicles are going to get bought up like massive. So I just don't understand what the future holds. But no matter what, we have to accept it as times change. All right, it's a break time, as well as another dumb Wilbur thoughts. Why is lemon juice made with artificial flavors, but dish soap is made with real lemons? Things to make you go, ooh. I like that one. All right, we're going to hit the break real quick, come back, and we will finish up Wilbur's Dumb Thoughts right here on the Blitz Morning Show.
You are now in the nervous system. Hold on to the handrails tightly. There are no safety restraints on this ride. Welcome to the party.
Commercials, I tell you. Some are good, some are bad, some I just forgot to load in. Oh well, gotta make it work. We have two more dumb Wilbur thoughts then we are going to close off for today. But here is one that makes you a little bit thinking. If monies don't grow on trees, then why do banks have branches? Oh. And yes, these are some of the things that I would actually think about in my lifetime. It just, the dumb randomness that pops into my head, it astounds me each and every day that I do stuff. Just random thoughts. For the last couple of years, scientists have figured out where a black hole is and has actually revealed the very first picture of a black hole. And it was really amazing thing to see, as scientists on Wednesday revealed the very first image ever of a black hole with a fiery orange and black ring of gravity-twisted light swirling around the edge of the abyss. You should actually go take a look at it. It is really neat in knowing that a black hole could probably wipe out all of just humanity. Just absolutely done. Ooh. I know that there was reports of black hole. Reports black holes, they had ideas. But now, guess what? They actually have proof, and it almost took 2-3 years before they could actually get the proper images to release them. Have you ever had your kids touch your things and for some odd reason they just lock them out? Well, there is a lady, well, actually, not lady, but a man who their 3-year-old son had locked the iPad of his. And you want to know how long it's going to take for them to actually be able to disable it? 25,536,442 minutes, aka 48 frickin' years before this iPad can get used again. Oh, so the kid will see this iPad unlocked before the parents do. I can't really say too much about it. The kids did that with the girlfriend's iPad mini. And it's still, I repeat, still locked. Alright, let's see. What else can we talk about? I'm running out of ideas. Magic Johnson has stepped down from the president of basketball operations for the LA Lakers. New Jersey Devils gets the number 1 draft pick for the NHL. I think that's basically about it. Instead of dragging it on, I think I am just going to say forget it. Alright, so the final dumb Wilbur thought is, why does the sun brighten our hair but darken our skin? Ooh, boom! I know, it's probably has to deal with the cells and how one is a little bit living longer, another one dies a little bit, but that's more or less besides. Anywho, Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and I am going to let you go. But before I do, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me at theblitzmorningshow@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Blitz Morning, as well as go check out theblitzmorning.com for our website. If you have any past episodes that you want to take a gander, that's where to go. If you guys want to know the best way of listening to us, head over to your app store, type in Radio Public, and use their app. Every time you listen, it helps us a little bit more. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you excuse me, this Friday, right here, same place, same show, The Blitz Morning.